Hello everybody, welcome back to Mukbang Monday with Janine, aka Banana Potato Wisdom Potato Lady, Spud Queen, whatever I'm called these days. So it's really warm right now. Worm. Is that my Canadian accent coming out? And I have to drink this tea. These herbs, it's not really a tea, but this herbal concoction from my acupuncturist, traditional Chinese medicine doctor, before I have my dinner, which by the way has been claimed by my family. So I don't know how much of it I'm gonna get. So I don't know how much of a mukbang this is gonna be, but you know what? I have a hard time talking and eating, so maybe I'll just do a lot of the talking now while I'm waiting for those to cook, and you guys can watch me cringe over my hot tea, and I'll probably start sweating. It'll be a wonderful mukbang. But something came up just actually a few minutes ago, and I thought, hey, this might be a good topic. It might be a little bit controversial, I guess, you know, because we all have different belief systems, and I'm talking about religion. But I thought I'd just share it from my perspective. I'm not saying I'm right and you're wrong, but you know, some of this stuff, sometimes I'll see something online and it just gets my blood flowing a little bit. Petty, come here. You want to come sit with Mama? You want to come sit? What are you doing? You're just standing there looking funny. You want to sit on my lap? Oh, I don't think that's what you want, is it? I don't have any food yet, so I don't really know what you're looking for. I love you. Oh, I get kisses. Stinky kisses. Okay. There's a couple things that get me fired up, and this post sort of covers two things in it, and it was on Instagram. Banana Blondie, my pretend internet friend. I like to say she's my friend, even though I've never met her in person, but I like her. I want her to be my friend, okay? So, stalker. Okay, Banana Blondie. Alright, so Banana Blondie posted this. If this doesn't show up very well, then I will just show a screenshot of it. But basically, it's a woman's leg. And she's got a skirt on, but she pulls the skirt up. And they've got writing all the way up her leg. So at the very bottom, near her calf, her mid-calf, it says prudish. And then above that it says old-fashioned, and then just around the knee it says proper. Above the knee, flirty, and then mid-thigh, cheery. Oh no, sorry, cheeky. And then a little bit, maybe 2 inches above that, provocative. And then above that, asking for it. And above that is slut, and then whore. And to me, this encompasses a whole lot of things, you know. And one main thing, you know, that I get fired up about is the whole rape culture thing, which is very real, and it just drives me nuts when people choose to ignore it. I don't care what a woman's wearing. She doesn't ask. Nobody's asking to be raped. So, you know, that really strikes a nerve with me. But the post says, the world we live in, let's change it. And I agree. And of course, there is some prudish comments in here, I think mainly by one person. And this person seems to be getting a lot of people fired up. And then it kind of led to religion. Now this is where I've got an issue with religion. But let's just talk about this whole rape culture thing first. You know, what I want to say about it. I don't know the statistics, but a lot of women experience some sort of sexual harassment and unfortunately rape in their lifetime. I know I've personally experienced it, and it was not a result of what I was wearing. Just that line there, you know, asking for it, slut and whore, provocative. Now all these words that we're describing here on this woman's leg likely come from other women. The asking for it comment probably more from a guy, but you know, the whole thing of us judging each other, women judging each other for everything, what we wear, and if we're wearing lipstick, like right now I'm wearing nothing on my lips probably look dry, somebody might complain about that. We need to stop. Women, we need to stop judging each other. We don't need to. We don't need to be bringing each other down. We don't need to be calling each other slut, whore. We don't need to say she's asking for it. I don't even care if she was drunk and flirting with the guy. No woman is asking to be raped. Okay, let's get that clear. So anyway, I kind of want to talk about the religion part of it. I mean, really, when it comes to rape culture, it's up to men and women to stop perpetuating it. So anyway, I'm not good at talking about stuff like this. I mean, opinion topics, because I'm more of a visual person, so it's hard for me to put in words how I'm feeling. So, and I'm not really all that eloquent with my words, but anyway. So this whole religion thing came up because I replied to somebody's comment on here. But this person commented on Banana Blondie's post, it's called respect. I'm gonna say how I think this person's saying it, okay? It's called respect. Keep your shit hidden, ladies, in respect for your future man. Otherwise, we don't want you. All you get is an animal, All you get is an animal. I don't even know if this is a guy or a girl, and I don't know why I'm doing that accent. I said, why should any woman have to dress a certain way for a man? Let alone her future man. Hell no. I said, I get it. No one wants to see a woman or a man walk into the office with 95% of their legs showing, but we're not talking about that here. I mean, yeah. I feel like this picture is really encompassing the rape culture and the way that even women can perpetuate it, and just how we judge each other perpetuates it as well, and just sexualizing every little bit of our body. And even if we are a sexual person and we want to show our body, still does not give permission for anybody to judge or to rape someone or even sexually harass someone. I mean, come on, do we not have self-control? Is it that hard to see a beautiful woman with gorgeous legs showing and not touch them? I don't see why that's hard. I don't get it. If that person is not giving you consent to touch them, then I don't see why it's so difficult to not touch them. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. So I kind of thought we were just talking about that, women judging women and rape culture, but apparently we're talking about religion here, okay? So this person says, LMAO. The heart works like a price of tape. I don't really know what a price of tape is, but maybe she meant piece of tape. I don't know. The more you use it, the less it works. Come on. 100% disagree with that. The more you use it, the better it works. So obviously this person doesn't use their heart, or they wouldn't be commenting stuff like this, I don't think, because it doesn't sound like a very loving person to me. I know I sound like a snotty biatch right now, right? Meaning our heart was made to love one person, not multiple. So women and men should be with only one person. We are destined, and God already has our spouses planned for us. Thank God for that. I'm sorry I sound snarky. If you're religious, don't take this the wrong way. I want to share a little bit of my religious experience and why I feel like this. That means we have no free will whatsoever, because everything's already planned out for us. It makes total sense. And that's why we should respect someone in regards to their future partner if they don't have one already. So you got to prepare yourself for this future partner by making sure that you don't wear a skirt above your knees. If everyone acted the way God planned it to, just like I said, then we wouldn't have to worry about rape. Okay, I'm sorry. I really have to hold back here. girls would naturally cover up in respect to their man. And if girls covered up more, then it would tempt guys. This is part of the rape culture, okay? Stop perpetuating it. You're basically saying that boys, men, cannot be taught to control themselves. Actually, I don't even think they need to be taught that. I think they need to unlearn the bullshit that they're being taught from people like this lady. And then that's not the only thing going on through guys' heads now. Y'all brainwashed. We're all brainwashed. One day you will see. One day apparently I will see, because this person has seen it already. They are divine and they're a descendant of the dear Lord, and they know exactly what happens after we die. Alright. Say what you want. I don't care. Obviously they care, because they've replied to probably 100 comments in this whole thread. I've seen and I know the truth personally. Well, hallelujah to you. Okay, so I'm sorry if, you follow religion and you feel like I'm making fun of you or something like that, but I really doubt that if you're watching me and you know me, that you're not a fanatic. Now, this is what I would call a fanatic religious person, and I don't believe that everybody's like that, but damn, these ones sure stand out, don't they? And they give it a bad name. But so I really get my feathers in a ruffle when it comes to religious stuff, especially like that, where they bring that religion into a conversation that has nothing to do with religion. When I was a kid, I used to go to my aunt and uncle's church. Wait, this is not a very good mukbang, is it? I drink my tea, my herbs. Gotta make it sound good too. I'm feeling a little bit sassy right now. Penny, my leg is falling asleep. It was a Christian church. Previous to that, I never really had religious experience, or I didn't go to church. My mom never made me go to church, except for when I was maybe 4 or 5. I think it was more for babysitting, like Sunday school. They didn't go to church. My mom grew up going to Catholic school, and she had to do all the stuff that comes with that, communion, blah blah blah, and she had to wear a uniform to school, and she absolutely hated it. So she didn't want us to grow up with that, I guess. So yeah, I didn't grow up in a religious family, but I did have a few years there where I went to a Christian church, a very, very Christian church, with my cousins on Friday nights. And I'm a very inquisitive person, and I always have been, and I question things. And I usually had questions about some of the stories. Oh my god, my foot is falling asleep so bad. I can't even feel it. Woo! Penny. Okay. My dog is laying on my foot. Okay. I pretty much came to the conclusion that these are just stories that, were, I don't necessarily believe they were true, like the water got parted magically and somebody could pass through. I mean, maybe it didn't happen in the way that people explained it in the Bible. I don't know. I would be more inclined to believe some of the ancient aliens theories. Yep, I'm that weirdo. But I questioned that stuff when I was a kid. I questioned the whole, Noah's Ark, blah, blah. Like, I didn't get much feedback from that. It was kind of like, don't doubt the Lord. You just gotta believe, blah, blah, blah. 11 years old, 10 or 11 years old, I came to the conclusion that the Bible stories are stories that have been passed on a generation to generation, and at some point somebody recorded it in a book, and these books got compiled, and there you go. That was my conclusion as a kid, and I still kind of feel that way, that they are stories and they're there to teach us wisdom or whatever. But I feel like a lot of those stories get misinterpreted. And I know churches have changed a lot over the years, and I know people had better experiences, but I remember after a while going to church, I started feeling guilty about everything, every single thing I did. Like, not that I was doing bad stuff all the time, but it's just like, I don't know, I got this feeling that the way they taught me was to believe that the God is watching you at all times. Everything, every thought you do, judge, judge, judge. Didn't sit well with me, and I didn't like feeling guilty about everything all the time. And then it got weird, because this is a Christian church we're talking about here. When you got to a certain age where you could practice tongues, I thought they call it the spirit tongues or something. So you end up talking in some language that nobody understands and everybody sounds different, and that was a little weird. I mean, I'm probably into weirder stuff now, because I'm kind of more into some of the woo-woo stuff nowadays. Hypnotherapy, past life regressions, out-of-body experience. I practice psychic readings. I'm a practicing psychic, empath and clairvoyant. And I definitely believe there's more to us than just living matter and that's it. And I do believe, there's something after death. I don't believe it's just nothing. But, I don't know, just this person says that they claim to know exactly what will happen to us afterwards. I feel like I have a pretty good understanding what happens after, but that's my truth. I'm not going to go around telling everybody you have to believe the way I believe. And that's what bothers me too about religions. People feel like they know everything about it. They know everything about spirituality. They know what happens after you die. They think that there's a hell, which I've never bought into that. Even when I was a kid, I used to say no one goes to hell, and that heaven is whatever you choose it to be, and that earth really was kind of your hell. So if you want to see it that way, not saying that life on earth is hell, but it is if you want it to be, Honestly, what I believe in is that earth is school for your soul, and we're here to learn different lessons, and I believe that we come back if we want to. I believe we have several lives on this planet. And someone's going to say, well, what, are you a Buddhist? Blah, blah. I don't have a label. I believe what I believe. And a lot of this is based on my own experiences and just things that I've seen when I'm meditating and messages that I've received. And I don't sit there and go, I got a message from the Lord.
Hey,
what?
get your stuff out of the oven.
Okay. Sounds like my fries are ready, so I can just shut up about this stuff already. Okay, I'll just shut up about it. If you guys want to hear more about my stuff, just let me know. Okay, I'm gonna go get my fries now. Alright, so my experiment kind of failed. I can't even show you because I didn't even bother bringing them, but the chips that I made, they're burnt to a crisp. Because they didn't look like they were anywhere near finished. And while I was talking to you guys, they burnt and nobody noticed the smell of something burning until it was too late. So if you want to make this kind of thing, you really gotta keep an eye on it. That's pretty burnt too. So that's about all I could manage to get for myself, because half our dinner is burnt. That's about all that's left for me. Anyway, let me talk about something a little less serious, I guess. And I know religion's a tough topic, and everybody feels different about it, and that's fine. I think spirituality is a very, very personal thing, and I don't believe anybody out there should tell you what to believe. I can share how I feel, share my experiences, but no. Nobody gets to tell me that I'm going to hell, or, that they know some magical truth for sure. They don't know. Let's see if I have a question. Shoes! Let's talk about shoes. That sounds like a lighter thing to talk about. Alright, so Irene asked, what brand of sneakers shoes do I use? I have a hard time finding vegan shoes. And do you plan on moving out of Canada? pretty good. I can't really taste the vinegar. I guess I can taste a little bit of it, but the apple cider vinegar is what gives you sort of the sour taste when it comes to this recipe. So it's like a sour cream and dill, or sour cream and onion and dill. Sour cream and onion and dill. Sour cream, onion and dill. Yeah, oh fuck, my camera's dying. So, the brands of shoes I've used, and I'm probably a little more weird in that department too. I guess I'm kind of weird all over, but that's okay. I wear only minimalist barefoot style shoes. So shoes that will allow your toes to splay, sounds like I said toe display, so that it mimics walking in your bare foot, so it's a healthier way to walking. It's healthier for your foot. I started doing that back in the day because, well, let's see, 7 years ago, around there, 7 or 8 years ago, because I was starting to get plantar fasciitis from running, and I did some research. I read the book Born to Run, which is a great book, by the way. I just learned about how footwear really messes up our bodies and causes a lot of injuries, especially in running. So I kind of got obsessed with that whole topic for a while there, and I researched it, and I started wearing Vibram 5 fingers. I was probably, I don't know if I was the very first person in Vancouver, but I was wearing them when I never saw anybody else wearing them. And people were looking at me like I was a freak. So, but yeah, I started wearing those, but I also was wearing other minimalist footwear shoes as well. So obviously there was other people out there doing the same thing, or I wouldn't have been able to find those products, but it was just starting to, you know, gain some interest. So I'm already, like, I'm vegan, so I'm limited in that way, but also minimalist barefoot style shoes. But thankfully, most of the brands must know that they have a lot of vegans into this kind of thing, because they make a lot of options without leather. Yeah, so some of the brands I've worn are Lems, L-E-M-S, Lems shoes. They do have non-vegan shoes there. They've got leather, but they also have vegan ones, and they're labeled vegan. They're made out of mesh, and I would guess that all of the other materials are vegan too, but I haven't gone to great lengths to find out if the glue is vegan or other things. It's just, the main thing I look for is it's not leather or suede or really obvious animal product. So some other brands, so we've got Lems, Vivo Barefoot is another brand. I just got my first pair of Ultras, which I really like. And what else? Merrell. I've had Merrell's trail runners, and those are just a mesh shoe. What else? Merrell, New Balance. I've worn New Balance. And then my battery died. Vivo Barefoot, Merrell, Ultras, Lems, Vibram 5 fingers. I know I've tried other ones. Those are the ones that come to mind. And I've been thinking about doing a video on the different types of barefoot shoes that I've tried. So really, because of my whole barefoot thing, I end up most of the time wearing shoes that look kind of sporty, or some type of running shoe. So I don't really wear shoes that look like you could wear them to the office. What I would suggest, if you're not, you know, you don't have special footwear needs other than the fact that you want vegan shoes, I would look up this company, even if you're not in Canada. It's called niceshoes.ca, and you can look up what kind of brands they carry, so you can kind of get an idea what brands to look for where you are, to see what's vegan. What? I can't give them to you. Ooh, it's hot in here. These do taste like sour cream and onion. And I can taste a little bit of the dill, but it's more for appearances. I think the best thing you do when you're looking for shoes is to look for the obvious stuff first. you know, don't buy leather. And I make a point to ask too, like, what do you have here that's not made out of animal products? What do you have here that's vegan? Because like they're not gonna know. I mean, you gotta put the demand out there. So now, as far as the glue goes, I can't say I'm very knowledgeable in that department. There's a new company, now that I think about it, that I saw a Happy Healthy Vegan post about the other day, and they're vegan and minimalist. So there's a company called As Nature Intended, and it's ANIbrand.com, ANIbrand.com, and they make kind of these funky vegan minimalist shoes. But yeah, there definitely are some good vegan shoe companies out there. They're just, you gotta look for them. You're so pretty, but I put onion on the potato. That means you can't have it. And dogs can't have onion. Sorry. A friend of mine, she wanted to know more about how I vlog and like, and how I edit videos and stuff like that. And I was thinking, like, she kind of wanted to know the behind the scenes, I guess, that goes behind my vlogging. So it's kind of hard to explain in a mukbang. So I was thinking maybe I'll get you guys's, maybe I'll get your input on this, whether or not you guys want to see it too. I don't know. I know I think some people are interested in starting a YouTube channel, which I think everybody should. So if you're interested in that, you kind of want to know the behind the scenes, let me know. I can arrange to show you a little bit of that. I don't really feel like I never even thought of that. Like, what, it never even came across my mind that somebody might want to see that. So I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below. And hopefully my religious talk didn't scare you off. I'm curious about you. Do you follow a specific religion, or are you kind of a mishmash of stuff like myself? Alright, memory card ran out of memory and had to delete a few things, so I'm back, and I just wanted to say thanks guys for watching. Thank you for letting me be me. Not that I need permission to be me, but you guys know what I mean. I'm trying to say is that just thank you. I mean, I'm just appreciative that you watch me, and you might not agree with everything I say, but you still appreciate who I am and what I'm about, and just thank you so much for your love and support. Yeah, it just means so much to me that there's people out there that, you know, just accept who I am, and you continue to give me support on this YouTube channel and in social media, and I feel so grateful. So thank you guys so much. You know who you are, and well, if you're watching this right now, you're probably one of them, because you probably would have clicked off and disliked it by now if you weren't one of them. So thank you, thank you, thank you. See you guys on Wednesday for Weigh-In Wednesday. Woo! Okay, bye. That's so pretty.